and you shall be called by a new name, pronounced by the new name of God. There are different kinds of spiritual gifts by the same Spirit. To each, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for some benefit. And Jesus did this at the beginning of his signs at Cana. So he revealed his glory. Today we hear our call. Today we hear Jesus taking on his call to ministry. Today we see that Jesus takes ordinary things and makes them holy. I'm going to try to put together all three of these readings that we've heard today and to give us something to reflect upon as we move forward in our week. In the first reading, we hear the prophet say that the people will no longer be ordinary people. God has blessed them and has made them holy and will make them a new people. A people who will stand out amongst the nations. He will make them a people who are worthy of great things. Though they came from ordinariness, they were made special by their relationship with their God. Jesus, today in the beginning of the Gospel of John, begins his public ministry. This miracle that we hear at the wedding feast of Canaan in this gospel is the first of the miracles that of the 7 miracles that are spoken of in this gospel. Jesus is invited to a wedding. And in those days, a wedding is not like, though we do have parties at weddings. I remember the bishop's wedding. Though we do have parties in a wedding, the weddings back in that day, they lasted a whole week. So you came for the wedding, you had a good party, you went home, slept it off, and you came back the next day, and the next day, and the next day for 7 days. And it was the responsibility of the wedding party to have a party that was really well prepared. You were to have food and drink of abundance so that everyone would enjoy and celebrate this new life that these two people have committed to in marriage. And one of the things that was the biggest thing that you don't want to occur at this wedding, as in many parties that we might have, you don't want the liquor to run out. Because if the wine ran out, they're going to talk about you forever. In front of your face, behind your back, from now until the end of time. So it was so important. It was so important that you had wine, and you had wine for the whole 7 days. Well, they were at this wedding. We don't know which day it was, but we would assume that it was sometime into the celebration. And they were running out of wine. And the mother of God somehow got news of this. And she said, Jesus, what are we going to do? We have to help these people. So she must have known these people. These must have been friends or dear family to Jesus and the mother of God. And he says, they run out of wine. And he, as I so much am known for being a smart aleck, sarcastic, says, well, what does this have to do with me?